what we're going to do now is make a simple car racing game. You'll see we're using a number of elements that we haven't used before, and so we're going to run through how to use each of those things. So here on our level, you'll see I've got a tile map layer. The tile map is all of the track that you can see, and that's actually made up of tiles. So you can see down here in my tile map, down the bottom of the screen, that you can actually draw with these tiles. So this sprite sheet has been imported in, and then you can use that to create tracks. And what we've done in our tile set is we've actually created areas on the tiles where there are collision shapes. And so when we build our track, the collision shapes automatically come in. And so that's going to be the first thing we're going to have a look at. We've also got a car. The car is this yellow car, or the player's car is this yellow car. It's going to be controlled by the arrow keys, the up key to accelerate and then the left and right to turn left and right. And there's a bit of maths involved in making this car turn like a car. Then we've got something else new, which is our path 2D. And if I hide the tile map, you'll see where the track runs. And you can see in very light there's green. If I hide the tile map, you'll see this is my path 2D. And so what I've actually done is I've drawn a path using the path 2D, and it starts down here, runs around the track, and just does a loop back to the start. Attached to the path 2D, we've got a path follow. And then attached to the path follow, we've got our AI car. So our AI car is a character body 2D. And so if I jump across there, you'll see it's just made up of a sprite and a collision shape. And here it is, it's the black car with the image right there, and then the collision shape around the outside. Our player's car is made up of a sprite 2D and a collision shape. It's also got a camera attached. And so when we jump back to level 1, you'll see that we've got our normal viewport, which is the blue window, but around the player car, we've got a purple viewport. And so this is actually what's going to track when we run our game. Instead of just being stuck in the default viewport, the blue viewport, we're actually going to track the car. And so we're going to see its progress as the player's car travels around the screen. The camera will move with it, and so it will travel around the world outside of the default viewport. And so when we push play, it'll load the game, and you'll see I push up to start my arrow. I've also, in debugging mode, you can see I've got the collision shapes turned on, and so that's why the track looks a little bit funny. And if I crash into the car, you'll see because it's using physics 2D objects, it will bounce. And I've actually made my track here. I've demonstrated a little mistake here. You can see my collision shapes for my curve actually come to a point where they don't intersect cleanly with the collision shapes for my track. And so if I crash in this point here, my car gets stuck because I haven't got a reverse on my car. It can only go forwards, and so there's no way for it to get around this point. So you need to make sure that as you're creating your collision shapes on your tiles, that you don't actually have any gaps when they're put together or any points where they're put together, and then your car can get stuck. All right, so let's get into actually having a go at building